Hi guys, and welcome to Andy's Weird World. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share my videos, that will be fantastic. Okay, we get all that out of the way. Now, I don't actually normally do many review videos, but I thought I'd try one, you see, because I don't remember, a few video blogs ago, I did one about a stabilizer for my Hubsan drone, which was this one. Do you remember it? And yeah, it worked reasonably okay, but if it was really windy, it was blowing around a little bit like that. So I thought I'll get myself an electric one and we'll just see how we go. Now I went on eBay, I trailed through the internet, and you know, they were quite expensive, but I come across this one. It's actually made in China, but when you order it, it actually comes from the UK, so I think they probably buy it in. And it's by this company here. There we go. Okay. And yeah, was it Gurus? Anyway, I'll put the credits of it below for you. And this is an electric one, which is this one here, which is like that. Now, all electric, 2-axis. So hopefully, this will get my pictures on the drone really, you know, steady. So hopefully that's what we'll do. So what we have to do is put your sports camera underneath. So that's what we're going to do now, and then we'll wire it up, and then we'll just see, you know, how it works. So hold on for that. Well, so here it is. This is the gimbal. So what we do, we're going to actually put the sports camera on like so. And it's actually really for a GoPro, but I think it fits my sports camera fine. So there we go. So that's what it looks like when it's on and everything. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see if we get that bit more better in focus. There we go. There we go. So that's what it's like when it's on and everything. So what we do, we're going to power it up actually. Now, this is the battery I'm going to use. Let's see how it goes. So this is the first time for me and the first time for you as well. So red goes to red. Red goes to red. There we go. Don't wire them the wrong way around, because if you do, it won't work and you probably burn out the motors. So this is just to see how it goes, and then we're going to have to mount it on a thing. So it goes on like that, and that goes on like that. So there we go. So there we go. That's it on there. Let's have a look. Yeah, you see it's staying steady. So if the gimbal's moving around, if the thing is moving around like that, that's good, isn't it? So what we've got to do is mount that onto the plane underneath. And I think that is going to be where it's going to be a bit of a problem. But yeah, the gimbal works. And I think it was £27.50 or something like that. I think it's a bargain. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to actually mount the gimbal on this old gimbal, the one I brought. See, so what we're going to, because we need these bits to go on the Hubsan. So what we do is unclick it from there. That's that loose, and then if we undo this here, like so. Hopefully we can get this all off. Let's have a go. Off. There we go. So that we don't need. So that's what we need, because this is actually going to fit on the Hubsan. So that's good. So that's that. So somehow we now have to get this onto that, like that. So we have to work out how we're going to do it. So I think I think the easiest way, to be honest, will be to maybe cable tie on. So this fits on here like this, right? And we need now to cable tie this on. So that's what we're going to do. Well, there we go. So this is the last one, the last cable tie I'm putting on now, which is this one here. And that is now sturdy underneath. That's good. So we cut these tails off like so. It's all coming together. So in fact, actually these can come off because they're not needed, and it's just extra weight. And the thing I am actually worried about a little bit is the weight of the actual drone now, because this is quite a lot heavier, to be honest, you know. So we have that to deal with as well. So we are all there. So they are, that's it with the thing underneath. Now the problem is, as you probably can see, is that the legs are not long enough. So that means we're going to have to do another bodge. We're going to have to make the legs a little bit longer. So we have to go to the hardware store and get some stuff. You know, the funny thing, you think jobs are going to come out simple, but they seem to get worse and worse. Anyway, that's what we're going to use to extend the legs on it here. So here it is. So what we're going to need, to be honest, so when that is upright, that's going to be like that. So we're going to need at least, to be there at least that long. So it needs to be that long. So we'll cut it. And we'll do 4 because we've got 4 legs. So let's do that. So here we go. We're going to cut 4 lengths of this. So there we go. That's 4 lengths we actually need. That, in fact, are going to replace. So that's where they're going to go. They're going to go along there. So that's the plan. So what we do now is we unscrew this like that. You pull that out like so. And what happens now is that we put that on there and that on there like that, and we screw that in there, and that'll give us plenty of thing. What I think what would be quite a good idea is that if we actually bent them a little bit, so the legs spray out a little bit. So we'll do that in a minute. Right, we're just tightening up the last leg up. What we'll do is, once we've got the drone on and we've got everything lined up, what I'll do then is glue these nuts and bolts here up so they don't come loose in flight. So there we go. So we've extended the legs a little bit, and if you look, when this is actually flying, it will be like that. So it will be off the ground. So that'll be good. So what we've got to do now is put the drone with this. So that's the next project. So we'll do that now. Right. Okay. So this is the last bit. There we go. So that's everything on. So that's the actual gimbal on the drone, which is like that. So the only things we have to do now is tighten these up and make sure that they are okay. So when it lands, it will land okay. So all we're going to do now is tighten all that up. Okay, what we're going to do now is put a bit of super glue on the thread, like so. And the idea of that is to stop it coming loose in flight, hopefully. I've wired it up, and this is it. That's the drone, and that's the gimbal underneath. So when it's flying, it keeps level. Not bad. So we'll have a little go and see how it flies. Well guys, how are you doing? Right, welcome to part 2 of the video. Okay, this is where I've got the drone. It's got the gimbal underneath. We're going to power it up, see if it works. Now, actually it feels very heavy, so I'm beginning to wonder if actually the drone's going to be able to lift this, but well, we'll soon find out, so bear with me. So what we do, we're just going to line it up and plug it up, and then do the drone dance to it, and that is to get it all working right. We're just waiting for it to get enough satellites to take off at the moment. It's got 12 and 12, so let's have a go. Let's have a go, see if it takes off. Here we go. It's flying, and the gimbal seems to be working. Seems to be flying. The gimbal seems to be working as well. Well, what is the conclusion? well, the drone isn't man enough to lift it all up together. It flew it for about 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then it came back to land again. It just doesn't have enough power to do it. It's a shame really, because the actual thing, as you can see, works fine, but it's just not man enough to do it. It's a shame. Back to the drawing board.